I need yoga. Good morning. My name's Chris, and I'd like to welcome you to a little Rise and Shine yoga. I think we often think of yoga as something we have to prepare for. We have to get the right outfit and get a mat and get supplies and either find a class or a video or set aside time for it. And if we remember that yoga is just movement with breath, then we can incorporate it more fully into our daily lives. And so today is Rise and Shine Yoga, the first in a series of videos that I'd like to do for you on how to take yoga off the mat and into your world. So we'll start this morning in our beds, getting ready to meet the day, making sure that we're in a position to get up on the right side of the bed instead of the wrong. So since we woke up this morning sleeping, laying down, let's go ahead and stay there. So coming onto your back, option to extend your hands out and your legs out in front of you. Sometimes it does feel good to bend your knees and plant your feet. So that's an option as well. But just find a place where you can feel comfortable. Allow yourself to sink down into your mat. And we'll begin to focus on our breath. Breathe all the way in. Breathe all the way out. And again. Filling up through your nose. Emptying out through your nose. Let's take just a few more just like that. Let the worries of your day or what's to come slide away. Breathe in the things that you're excited to take on today, the things that will serve you. Exhale the rest. One more quality breath just like that. And then we'll adjust a little bit. If you already have your knees bent and your feet planted, you're in good shape. If your legs are extended out in front of you, go ahead and draw your knees up so that your feet can rest. Let your arms come out to a T. And we're just going to take a gentle spinal twist. And we'll do that by letting our knees just fall over to the right. Now you can keep them staggered as mine are here, or you always have the option to further the twist by stacking your left knee and leg on top of your right. Gaze is either up at your ceiling, or to increase intensity, look away from your knees over your left shoulder. And again, we're breathing here. One more. And then gently draw your knees back up through center, keeping your arms spread in a T. Just adjust if you need to make sure your spine is in a straight line. And then as soon as you feel comfortable and ready, knees fall over to the left. Opportunity to stack your knees or leave them staggered, whatever works best for you. Gaze to the ceiling or away from your knees to the right. One more quality breath. And then on your next inhale, draw your knees back up into center. Lift your feet up off your bed and allow your knees to come into your chest. If it feels good, you can wrap your arms around your shins or maybe grab onto the back of your thighs. And then just rock gently from side to side. And then draw your knees in little circles that are clockwise a few times. And then switch and draw them counterclockwise. And then honoring your body, finding your way up to seated in the way that serves you best. Option to find a cross-legged position. If it feels better for your legs to extend, that's great as well. Or maybe your feet can come sole to sole. So just play with whatever feels the most comfortable for you. And then stack your shoulders directly over your hips. Find length through your spine. Breathe in as hands travel up and overhead. Exhale as hands meet and come down to heart center. One more just like that. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Next inhale, we'll bring your hands up and overhead. But then on this exhale, allow your right hand to come down to the mat and reach over. One more breath here. And then next inhale brings us back, and we'll go the opposite direction. Inhale one more time each side. Big side stretch through your left side body as you go to the right. And then back through center, and big side stretch through your right side body as you come over to the left. Come back up, inhale, both hands up and overhead. Bring your arms out to a T. Turn to your right side, and then let your hands just come down and rest. So your right hand will be behind you, your left hand will be in front of you, and allow yourself to just gently twist. We're really waking up our spine by moving it in all 6 directions. Forward fold, arch, lateral movement to both sides, and twisting to both sides. One more breath here. Inhale, hands back up, overhead. Twist to your left as your arms come down to a T. Use those hands to gently deepen the twist as much as serves you. One more breath. Then gently come back to center. Walk your hands out in front of you as far as feels good, and just let your head drop. Abandon any tension you might find here. We're not looking for a deep, intense stretch. We're just looking to soften. And then gently coming back up to seating, plant your hands back kind of behind your hips. Draw your elbows close together, lift through your heart. If it feels good, you can drop your head. And if you'd really like, you can roll up through your knees. You decide the level of intensity that's appropriate for you this morning. One more breath. And gently release back to center. A couple of shoulder rolls. Maybe let your right ear fall down towards your right shoulder. Let your left ear fall down towards your left shoulder. So we'll do just a couple more things to get ready for our day. Go ahead and find your way to the edge of your bed. Now, we all have different height beds, so make sure you're listening to your body, but you're going to want your feet to be able to plant. And you're going to take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee, actively flexing through that right foot and actively pushing that right knee away from your body. And if that feels like a good stretch, then just sit straight and tall right here. If you'd like to intensify or increase that, you can hinge forward, initially keeping your back nice and long, and then when you find your sweet spot, you can drop your head. Two more breaths. And then using the strength in your core and your back, come back up to seated if you were hinged. And then we'll uncross that right knee, or that right ankle, from left knee, and then we'll cross our left ankle over our right knee. And again, actively flexing through that left foot, which protects our ankle, our knee, and our hip joint. Let that knee fall away. If that feels like a good stretch, find your level. If you've got space available to you that you'd like to take advantage of, go ahead and hinge. Two more breaths. And when you're complete, come back up to seated. So now we're going to actually take Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B with our bed. Who would have thought I'd ever be telling you that, right? So go ahead and find your way up to a standing position. You're going to want to step far enough away from your bed that your hands can reach out and you can find a flat back. Okay, that's going to be like our modified downward facing dog. So once you've found that distance from your bed, go ahead and come up to standing, root down to rise up, find extended mountain. Connected, strong, powerful, tall. Breathe all the way in. Breathe all the way out. Fill up and empty. If it feels good, slight back bend on the next inhale. Exhale, release to the forward fold. Inhale, find your half lift as your hands track up the front of your shins. And then extend your hands out in front of you onto the mat and push your hips back as you lengthen through your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let your head come back up. Shift forward. And so we'll be finding a modified plank here. Lower down. Inhale your heart up for cobra. And then exhale your hips back. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Gently release your hands down from your mattress towards your feet for the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And again, we fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands meet the mattress, plank pose, lower down. Lift your heart for cobra. Send your hips back. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Fill up. Take your hands off your mattress, empty to the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Gentle, soft chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands meet the mattress, plank pose, shift your hips forward, lower down. Heart lifts for cobra. Hips go back for modified down dog. Breath in, breath out. Let your head come up, shift your weight forward a little bit, and if it's accessible to you, you can put your right foot on your mattress. If it's not, just step forward as you would in a typical warrior one, but maybe this is fun to play with if it's available to you. And then keeping your balance strong, inhale, hands up and overhead. If you stayed on the floor, you'll be in warrior one. You decide. Breathe in and sink. Breathe in and sink. Heart lifts. Hands connect to the mattress. Step back to modified plank. Lower down. Heart lifts. Hips go back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gaze goes up. Left foot steps maybe to the edge of your bed or maybe onto your mattress. You decide. Inhale, hands up. Breathe in and sink. Breathe in and sink. Heart lifts. Hands meet the mattress. Step back to our modified plank. Lower down. Heart lifts. Hips go back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your feet back to the edge of your mattress. Find a comfortable seat. Hands rest on your knees or by your side or wherever you're most comfortable. Allow your eyes to shut down. Breathe in all the goodness that was this practice. Exhale. Fill all the way up. And empty. Next inhale, hands come up and overhead. Big exhale as they meet and find heart center. Pause here, set an intention for your day. Imagine the best day that you can have. And then take all of this work that we just did with you off your mattress and out into the world to make it happen. Thumbs travel to your forehead. The light and the love and the joy in me recognizes, honors, and celebrates the light, love, and joy in you. Together we bow to one another and say, Namaste. You're now ready to take on the world. Go do it. I look forward to seeing you in our next videos where we put yoga in the middle of our day, particularly when we're at a desk and a chair, and also at the end of the day to get ready for bed. See you soon. Have a great one.